How are you today? I hope this message finds you well. My name is Michael Mwakirasa. I'm talking to you from Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States. I'm originally from a beautiful country in Africa called Tanzania, the land of Mount Kilimanjaro, the plains of Serengeti, and the beautiful islands of Zanzibar and Pemba. I'm going to share something with you today, which is very dear to me. And it is an initiative which we've been dreaming, we've been planning for more than 10 years. Um, why am I sharing this to you? Because we're looking for more partners to become shareholders and push these things together to a next level. I hope what we're gonna share with you is gonna be part of what exactly do you want to accomplish as well for yourself and your family and your people back home in Africa. So by saying that, I'd like to share with you some few slides so you can at least get a picture of what exactly we where we come from, where we are, and where we want to go. Um, hope hope it's gonna be something which you have been looking for, and let's do this. Let's do this. And this is the Sesamiz Africa LLC pitch deck. Our company is called Sesamizi Africa. Sesamizi is a Swahili word which means ant, a small insect. It's called ant. Why we call ourselves Sesamizi? Because we are borrowing Ant's philosophy of as small as they are, if they come together, they can accomplish anything. And they never give up. Well, if you find them, they're going somewhere, you put a obstacle, they're always gonna find a way. Up, side, they're gonna continue with the wherever they want to go. And number three, they always have food saved up for the winter. So the first thing I will try to share with you is the development aids to African continent. After $1 trillion of development aids from different organizations in the past 60 years, Africa still poor. Now there's a new silver bullet in Africa, which is called microcredit. The biggest myth of Africa is everyone in Africa wants to be an entrepreneur. That's not true. So traveling to 13 African countries in the past 10 years, I came to believe that most people just want jobs. If you reside in the United States, I want you to pay attention when you're watching on the evening news. There are two things they always talk about. How many jobs have been created or lost on that particular day, and how the stock market performed that day. These, this is the sum of the, this is the statistics I was talking to you about. Africa aid loses the income. If you look at the green shade is about development aids in the past 60 years. It's been going up and up and up. But the income per capita is going down. We have a solution. Our solution is to forget about development aids and micro entrepreneurial. Let's build big Pan-African businesses so they can employ millions of people in Africa. Before I do that, I'd like to share some statistics with you. Some very important statistics about unemployment situation in Africa. 60% of people are employed, are unemployed in African continent are youth. Every year, 12 million they enter job market, and only 10% get some kind of employment. 400 million people in the corner of Africa population are between 15 to 25 years old. Average of unemployment rate in the corner of Africa is 25%. At the Africa, we believe that these statistics are indicators of a ticking bomb. 14% of the youth who joined rebels, they were asked why they joined rebels. They said because they have no jobs. Why should we care? At the South Africa, we believe that we as sons and daughters, uncles and aunties, fathers and mothers of our people back home, and we have a responsibility to help our people. We are blessed to reside in the first world with so much opportunity which we can leverage and share with our people back home. We believe that Africa is going to be developed by Africans, and we as diasporas have some positions to help with that development. We as the diasporas, we need to start mobilizing ourselves with the skills, contact, and resources to create big businesses in Africa, which will employ the youth in the continent. Build businesses which will require a lot of skills, patient capital, global partnership, and extraordinary persistence. Why me? I've been an entrepreneur since I was 17 years old, when I was in high school, selling all kinds of things after school in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. But when I moved to high school in a different city, it's called Dodoma, I started a business selling grapes on the weekend to Dar es Salaam. In the college, I started a business traveling outside my country to neighboring countries as an exporter and an importer. I started business since I was so young because I'm the firstborn, and I realized that being a firstborn, I needed to start hustling, to let my parents help my siblings. My father used to work at a hospital. Mother raised 8 children by selling tomatoes, cabbage, and charcoal, and other stuff at the market. My 22 years of living in Canada and the United States, I have always run my own businesses with 12 years in Africa and then between. In the last 10 years, I've been to 13 African countries. I've been to the slums, from Soweto, Mazese in Tanzania, to Libera and Nairobi, to Algebra in Lagos, Makoko in Ghana, and all kind of slums. And also at the same time, I've been to very unexclusive communities in a portion of Africa. I came to realize that most of the African youth don't want handouts. They want a handout. They want jobs. I am 63 years old. I have two sons, 19 and 17 years old. My mission is to use my remaining years I have left with to use all my experiences, my skills, my contacts, my resources, and my blessings to start an initiative which will create 1 million jobs in the next years, in the next 10 years in Africa, and leave a legacy for the future African generation. These are just some of the 13 African countries I've been to. Kenya, Nigeria, I'm in Lagos, Kampala, in Uganda, Centon in South Africa. I was in Accra, Ghana, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. 1999, I wrote a book about Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, when he passed away. And I asked his buddy, our first prime minister, the late Rashid Mfaume-Kawawa, to come and launch the book. 2008, I started a company for Mafuta Sasa. I was collecting used cooking oil from 54 restaurants and hotels in Dar es Salaam, cooking it, and mixing with different chemicals, draining it, and getting a biodiesel whereby you can put in a car or a generator to create electricity. And you can see on my right-hand side, I'm putting my biodiesel into generator to one of my biggest customer, a 5-star hotel called Southern Sun Hotel in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I've run small, big, and non-profit organizations in Tanzania and in the United States. I volunteer myself for about 4 or 5 years. 2021, we registered a company in Cleveland, Ohio, called Sisimizi Africa LLC, and registered Sisimizi Africa Holdings Limited in Tanzania to have boots on the ground. Start operation in December 2023. What is exactly Sisimizi Africa? What exactly do we do? It's one-stop shop. We facilitate the best human experience in the continent of Africa. We are go-to organizations. If you're interested to visit, invest, relocate, and continue to Africa. We are planning to start these centers in different cities in the continent of Africa. In the next 10 years, we want to have Sisimizi Africa staff, Sisimizi Africa village centers in Kampala, want to have in Nairobi, want to have in Kigali, want to have in Accra, Lagos, Dakar, Lusaka, and Johannesburg, South Africa. In the past 4 months, we have created 6 partnerships with companies here in the United States and then in Tanzania. These are some of the companies we're working with right now. We have Mpola Halisi, which is a coffee from the highland of Ruvuma, region in southern Tanzania. We work with the Mwanga, like Commercial Bank, or financial businesses. We work with Whitman Tours and Safaris. We work with Campis, Safari Lines, and Ghana Homes, one of the biggest listed company in Africa. These are some of the partnership contract and MOUs with different companies. What have we accomplished in the first quarter, which is 4 months from January to April? We have registered 248 new members to our websites, sisimiziafrica.com and Africa Open business.com. We have signed 6 agreements and MOU with different companies in the US and Tanzania. We have helped 36 Tanzanian diasporas and still helping 8 more at the moment. We have started a process to import coffee, cashew nuts, and dry sardines from Tanzania. We have managed to talk to 900 Tanzanian diaspora through our bi-weekly Zoom meetings. What is our projection for the second quarter, May to August? We are on the way to sign up 1,000 new members to our platform. We will be attending Sabasaba International Convention in Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in July. We are climbing Mount Kilimanjaro August 1st to August 8th. At the same time, we're going to be launching Sisimizi Africa on the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro on August 7th. Please join us. We are promoting and helping companies and individuals who will be coming to Dakota Convention in Austin, Texas from September 26th to September 29th. This is one of the biggest conventions for African and Tanzanians in diaspora. What is our 10-year vision? Sisimizi Africa will be a billion-dollar company with the 4 major companies in the African continent. We'll be running the biggest online marketplace of African product with distribution centers in different continents using a latest technology. We're gonna get a lift from the Amazon system. We're gonna be running the biggest modern agriculture farms and agribusiness product, producing end products for export to the world. We'll be running the biggest studio for music, movies, and African cultures and arts. We'll be running the biggest African Way, the venture capital investment company, investing in a small African youth startups and turn them into unicorns. We have 1 million jobs employment in the way. When I talk about unicorns, these are 6 unicorns, which it just happens in the past 3 years in the continent of Africa. Far away, young people from Nigeria started a company which valued $3 billion right now. Okay, Nigerian and China, they started, the valuation is 2 billion. Wave is 1.7, and there is 1.7 billion. Chipper Cash, 1.25 billion. We're talking about InterSwitch, 1 billion. So this is possible. Africa is the youngest continent in the world with the median age of 19.4 years old. African continent has more than 500 million smartphones, more than smartphones in the in the United States and Canada, with more than 400 million people in the continent of Africa who are 15 to 25 years old. They create a huge labor force. What should you do? Become a shareholder of Sisimizi Africa LLC. Ask for a detailed proposal of how to become a partner, or become a member and use our products and services. Just doing that, you're contributing to African development and development projects. Follow us on our social media handles. We're in the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Just check us out at Sisimizi Africa, or contact. You can send us an email, info@sisimiziafrica.com, or you can call us or WhatsApp us at +1 216 543 4221. Or you can come and visit us at the website sisimiziafrica.com, AfricaOpenBusiness.com. I'm so glad you've come up until to the end, and I'm really looking forward to be talking to you of other information. And if you have any question, you have a slightly interested in what I shared with you, please, get back to us and let's talk. Let's talk. And thank you so much for listening. And we wish you the best day.